Fox Business anchor David Asman is here. David, great to have you with us. Just a couple of quick polls here. These are ABC on Sunday. Who do you trust more to handle the economy? Trump 46, Harris 38. And then let's go to, is the nation's economy getting better, worse, or staying the same? This is also an ABC poll out just 2 days ago. 59% say it is getting worse. That's a steep hill for Harris to climb. What did you think of what the former president had to say today at this economic forum?
I thought a lot about it. First of all, I defined his economic policy. I was always kind of searching for, is he just a populist? Is he a free market? He's kind of a combination of Ross Perot. If you remember Ross Perot, he was very the free trade agreement with Mexico, the NAFTA Act, it was called back then. And Ronald Reagan, who was a big free trader so he's got a little bit of something for everybody, but he also has a little bit of something for everybody to hate, particularly big business, big corporations in the United States who hated what he had to say about trade today because he was kind of upping the ante on reciprocity. Reciprocity simply means tit for tat. If China has a 100% tariff on cars, we give them a 100% tariff. So if somebody gives us 20% tariff on something, we'll give them a 20%.
Why shouldn't we?
But this suggested that he would go a little bit beyond that he would actually up the ante for an entire industry, for example, if he wanted to build that industry strongly here. That has a lot of people in the Chamber of Commerce and the other big corporate interests concerned about what that would mean to trade in general around the world. And trade is, if you cut back trade, we saw it before the Depression, the Great Depression in the 30s. Many people say that was one of the things that led to it, the Smoot-Hawley Act, which was a big bunch of tariffs put together worldwide. However, having said all that, you look what the alternative is. Kamala Harris has an economic plan that would jack up the corporate tax rate extraordinarily high, jack up all kinds of regulations that would particularly hit the small businesses. Small businesses can't deal with regulations the way big corporations can. Big corporations have lawyers, accountants, a whole slew of brainiacs to deal with these things. A small business, particularly one that's getting started, even if they get this bonus $25,000 or whatever from Kamala Harris, they're going to have a really tough time. And that's the big difference between Reagan and Kamala Harris. Between Reagan. I was a Freudian slip between Trump and Kamala. Kamala believes in handouts, and Trump really believes in incentives, incentivizing people to work harder.
That's absolutely true. Quickly, the tariffs to me are sort of more of a threat than a practicality.
Yes.
Like, oh, this is what would happen. They would pay 100%. It's hanging over the head of this exchange,
yes,
and it impacts the exchange. Yeah. And he did the same thing with the border. Here's what's going to happen if you don't stop people from coming. So, I mean, it's not exactly like, oh, it would cost this many dollars, because it's the threat.
I think you hit on a great point, which is that he has already begun negotiating.
Right.
He knows that he has a very good chance of being the next president again, and he has already begun the process of negotiating, of kind of threatening those people who would threaten us economically by coming out with a shot across the bow before he becomes president. So I think that's right. He is already making a deal.
David, thank you.
Absolutely.
Always great to have you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.